Hey guys, what's up? It's Ryan and Shaq. We're back at it again. It's been a while, but
Yeah,
we're back with a new video, and this is our top 10 anime of 2015. There's been a lot of good anime.
yeah. There was a
Um,
lot. There was a lot of hype in the spring, the
yeah,
summer, the fall. The winter had some good ones, but
yeah, but some of the ones that we were expecting weren't really as good as we were, anticipating it to be. But
yeah, that's true.
there were some really good anime. I feel like
Yeah,
most of the anime that we have on our list kind of matches. It's not 100%, but we have some pretty interesting anime.
yeah.
So
It was really hard for me to make the top 10 list, like because there were so many good ones out there, and then
yeah,
try to favor. And I don't want to make them a tie. So
yeah.
I want to make them
Normally I
number
don't
one.
do top 10, but I don't know. I just felt
It's
like
interesting.
there were so many good anime, and it's kind of hard to distinguish them. This
Well,
one's better.
well,
So
before we go to our top 10 list, well, what was your favorite last year? Because mine was Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. Let me see if I can remember. One of my favorite ones was I think Brynhilder
I think
was.
I think you said either Brynhilder or
Yeah,
Black Bullet if that came out last
I think
year,
he did. Yeah, Black Bullet.
or Agami Got Killed,
Mm,
Parasite.
didn't really like the ending of Comedy, but
Yeah, that's true.
Parasite, that's a good one. Uh, oh well. I
Okay.
think it was probably either Brynhilde or Parasite or something like that, but I got you into Parasite.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Okay, so let's begin with our top 10 list at number 10. For my number 10, I'll have to put Gangsta at the list. It was really hard to put it on the list. At other animes that I wanted to put it on this list, but Gangsta, I would have to say would have to be on my number 10 because I really love the action. I love the characters with Nicholas and Warwick and Alex, and it had a lot of Black Lagoon vibes. And even though this was not by the same as like Black Lagoon is by like another company that actually got bankrupt this year, which was pretty sad. But hopefully season two will get from another company. It still brought out a really good,
Badass characters.
yeah, and a great anime for me. And also, it's on Funimation right now, and it has a broadcast dub. I actually showed Shaq that during our vacation in
Yeah,
Memphis.
Tanami.
Yeah, it was pretty it was a pretty good dub, and I have to say this anime was pretty good. So, what's your top? What's your number 10?
My number 10 is actually I Am. It's I don't know if like it kind of reminds me of Rosario. You probably heard of that, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like the girl's a vampire and the guy doesn't know it, and he kind of finds out. Kind of cliche, but you kind of like the characters, and the story is it doesn't really go anywhere, but I just like the characters. The characters were really good, and uh, there's always that beach episode. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah, that's
There's
pretty
always
common.
that beach episode, and I think the beach episode in this one kind of had like a story to it, so I actually kind of liked it. There was a purpose to the beach episode this time, so um, it was the characters that episode, and I really like the ending. The ending kind of brought a good not necessarily a conclusion to the characters, but it kind of wanted me to watch more if there's if they ever make a season two on it. So pretty much enjoyed it, and if they make a dub of this, I'll probably watch it. Like if they release it on Cartoon Network or whatever.
I don't think they'll air it
I
on
know, but
Toonami.
I'm just saying like if
Yeah, like
like
if I don't think he's owned by Funimation. It's probably owned by like Sim Type Filmworks or somewhere around
probably
there.
yeah, but if they do make a dub of it anyways, I'll probably watch it, and because I really like the show overall, even though it was generic like I was saying, but it's really good.
By number 9 for me, I'll have to say Assassination Classroom. Like the anime really got me back into the series when I really wanted to catch up to the manga of last year, and I just stopped for some reason because of the Gami Got Kill hype. And anime was really well done and really great animated. Like I think there was like an OVA that came out before the anime came out, and it was totally different. But this new animation they had was pretty awesome. And even though I did not like the first opening of that because of the lame dancing, It's still a great anime, and I love the concept. I actually introduced this anime to my sister because she's now into like Attack on Titan, and Soul Eater, and Sailor Moon. And she told me that this is a pretty like sad story, like seeing that they're trying to kill their teacher. And I'm like, you gotta watch it more to get into it, to see how much they love Kuro Sensei and see the comedy in this. But hopefully she'll get back into this. So what's your number 9?
Yeah, my number 9. Well, actually, before I never seen Assassination Classroom.
It's pretty good. It's really good. You should check it out. Actually, season 2 is coming out next month. So.
Oh yeah, probably need to check it out. That's a good idea. Anyways, my number 9 is surprisingly Anti-Magic, the 35th Platoon. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, it was.
Where do I begin with this show, man? You probably already know. The reason why I love this show is because of the action there is in there. It kind of has like the characters. I can't remember which one it was. The girl that always has like the popsicle in her mouth or whatever.
Her.
Forget her name.
I think that was a lollipop or something like
Yeah,
that.
Lollipop.
Yeah,
Not
she has like
popsicle,
more
my bad.
character development in episode 7.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her. She's my favorite character.
Yeah, she's my favorite as well. Also, Lapis. Lapis, yeah.
Lapis, yeah. Oh yeah. The girl that's like
that gives the guy the
power.
powers.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, had a good story in it. A lot of surprises in it, and it was a good show. That's it.
All right. For number 8 for me will have to be Charlotte. Like, first I'd like to say Shaq got me into Charlotte. Like, I actually marathoned this series like a couple days ago, and I had to put this on the list because it was a really thought out show. Even though people didn't like the ending, like you say, you didn't really like the ending that much. It was all right ending, but I still liked the earlier episodes and how it began. Like the first episode really got me into more of watching it.
Yeah.
And
you got a smart main character.
Yeah, you have a really smart main character, and the main girl is actually one of the best girls of 2015.
Oh yeah.
Who is really hilarious.
Komori, I think that's her name.
I think they call her Nano.
Oh.
Yeah, something like that. And she is just hilarious when it comes to her and him in the series.
Yeah.
And also the powers they got, like, her turning invisible, him, like, switching bodies, like something like out of Naruto.
Yeah.
And more and more characters.
Yeah, basically, like the only downfall is that they only have their powers for like a very limited time.
Yeah, I think they said something about like for adolescents and then.
Yeah, like when they grow up, their power like disappears.
Yeah.
They're basically on their quest to take it, like to notify everybody that's not using the power the right way. That's why they go take their powers away or something like that.
Yeah. So what's your number 8?
Danmachi. And I know probably a lot of you are probably like, why is this so low on the list? Well, I mean,
don't throw it. Everyone had it like very low on the list. I looked it up earlier and people had them really low.
Yeah, well, you would imagine that I would have it higher than what I have.
Since we always promote Hestia all the time.
Yeah, but Hestia is just a character. Like, Hestia is not the part of like the entire show. I mean, she plays a large part, but she's not the show. So I mean, the show was really good. Like, dude, you have like 3 episodes in, and you get all this action. Like the part where I forgot what his name is.
Bell.
Bell, yeah, dude, Bell. He's freaking like he's amazing. He starts out really weak, but then he gets really strong, especially during the end.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just a lot of action. Hestia just makes it awesome. That other girl is pretty cool too.
And the red-haired guy, he was pretty cool.
Yeah, the
guy that makes the weapons.
Yeah, he makes the weapons. He becomes like his what's his?
I forgot they would call this. Much as I played Skyrim.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of cool weapons in there.
Especially with the knife.
Yeah, he uses like this really small knife, but it does so much damage. Like you can keep up with all the other stuff they have in there, and pretty much yeah.
All right. Number 7, do you want to start out?
Yeah, sure. For number 7, I chose Techi Sensing, and a lot of people love the show. I could see why. I like the main character. His power is really cool. The story has like this. It has like this vibe to it. It kind of reminds me of this certain anime. Can't really recall right now. Forgot, but it's kind of like this. You know the voice for Zoro from One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a character that voices, and he's pretty awesome too. He always messes around with the main character,
Oh,
and
okay.
to see the relationship is really cool. And basically all the lists that I have right now have something to do with the characters, and I really like the characters. This year was all about characters, and I really like the show was really good though. The powers, the villain, the story was good, and pretty good show. Yeah,
All right.
pretty much it.
So for me, for number 7, will have to be Food Wars. Now with Food Wars, like earlier, I went on Anime Amino, and I said this was like my number 3 so far this year. But now it went like all the way to 7 because a lot more animes really were cool and they beat it out. But I really liked how they did with Food Wars when I read the manga, and then they adapted it, like, the similarities
Yeah,
from.
I saw how excited you were when the anime was announced.
Yeah,
You're like, man, the anime's coming out. I was like,
well, I
yeah.
thought I was more excited for Tri-X, but
Oh,
Food
yeah.
Wars I was really excited
Yeah, you
for
were
too,
excited. Yeah.
because Food Wars had like it had a really funny concept since it was from Shonen Jump, like the foodgasms and
Yeah.
the
I just wanted to see how they would do
character
it
development. Yeah, I
in,
was
in animation.
yeah.
So
Yeah, they did a lot with that. So I like to thank the animation company for that because they had a really big year with like that with Shimonetta and Prison School
Yeah.
and Food Wars in the mix, and Damamichi because actually I said it was like my studio of the year that came out this year.
yeah,
So for number 6, I like to say One Punch Man. One Punch Man was really great. I mean, I already read the manga from my live stream, and seeing it animated by Madhouse was pretty awesome. Everyone's saying like it's like number 1, but I had to say it number 6 because I had my reasons for it. As much as I liked it from the manga, I just had to put it at number 6 because even though the action and the characters were funny and the action was like really thought out and really well animated because it's Madhouse. The other animes just beat it out because I really like their character and their story. But One Punch Man is still on the top 10. So yeah, this recognizes it as a top 10 because I'm pretty sure it's on the top 10 for everybody. Well, spoiler, except for you. That's all right.
but I haven't seen it yet. That's why.
Oh, that's all right. Everyone has their opinions with the top
probably
10
need to
list.
see it. Then I'll probably put it sometime.
Yeah, Saitama is a really controversial character. Like everyone's saying Goku versus Saitama right now, and everyone's saying
That's what I saw a clip of him fighting this one guy.
Mhm.
Like they're like these beings that come out of the ground or something. And
Yeah.
he's fighting them.
Oh yeah,
Like the way he fights reminds me of Goku, and I was just like, this guy needs to go against Goku.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I don't know how he is.
Yeah, that's true. So for your number 6,
For my number 6 is the. A lot of people talk about this. Is Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches.
very weird anime.
Yeah,
weird.
you probably wouldn't enjoy it as much, but
It's all right. It's an all right show. It was pretty weird.
yeah, but there's actually there's a plot twist at the end though. It's not really what you think he has.
So
Like his power, it's not what you really think it has.
Okay, I'd rather not. I don't want to spoil it for everyone else.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, yeah, you've seen it, but like, it doesn't really. You don't really. It's not really the way it is. Like in the beginning, how they introduce, how he has the power or whatever. But it's kind of different. But once you realize that, I mean, that show was really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing really to talk about it. Otherwise, it was a good show.
All right, so we're getting very close to the end now. Number 5 for me would have to be Prison School, and for you would have to be
Food Wars.
Okay, so they're both by the same company, and with Prison School, this anime I did not expect for me to get into the top 10. Like I thought it would be like an honorable mention, But Prison School was really, really well done, and it was my favorite from the summer season. And it was my favorite from the summer season. And I thought like Monster Musume would probably be my favorite in the summer season, or Shimo Neta. But Prison School had like that well developed animation and storyline. Like I haven't I think I watched the anime before I read on to the manga, because I read some parts in the manga, but I didn't really go into deep into it. I just like saw like the like,
I heard it goes really hardcore in the manga.
yes, it does. Yes, it does. I mean, with Funimation, it's like really heavily censored, but as soon as like they get the dub out, they're probably uncensored. It's like High School DxD.
Did they release an uncensored version?
They have with some Japanese TV Tokyo thing. No, not TV Tokyo. Some TV network thing.
Seriously?
Yeah, they did. It's funny. It's funny, but really, really great characters. Funny Miko and beach crazy Hana and the Underground Student Council. And I read more of this manga, and actually before we came and recorded this, I went and got caught up with Prison School, so I'll probably do an after reading of that sooner or later. But it's a pretty well developed story, and I can't wait until season 2 comes out, whenever that will be, probably either next year or 2017, because I'm pretty sure they will make a season 2.
It's really popular.
Yeah, especially they probably got enough material for season 2, because the first season ended like on chapter 70 or something. There's like 200 chapters, so well, it depends on the pacing, because sometimes pacing could be good and sometimes it could be bad. So Food Wars is your number 5.
Pretty much. I mean, I like the reactions. That's what the reactions after they taste the food. And Arena, I think her name is. She's a cool character.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Number 4 for us would have to be, yours is Shimo Neta, and mine is Sakura Co's Investigation.
Anna. That's all I have to say. Anna. That's why I like it.
Rest in peace to voice actor.
Yeah, that's so sad, man.
Yeah. So you want to talk more about Shimo Neta, because
I
tried to get Shimo Neta on my top 10 list, but there was a lot of animes I wanted to put on the list. I had to put that as an honorable mention. But
well, actually, this show reminds me of a really show that I really liked. I think it was last year. Was it?
Yeah.
Last year. It was called Sedokai Yaku Domo. Same exact plot, except this one actually has kind of like a story to it. And it's just jokes within jokes, like adult jokes and stuff. And they're just living in this world where it's like full of
censorship.
Yeah, censorship. Like they can't really cuss or look at perverted stuff. But this girl, she wants to change that. She wants to actually get people into that. She thinks it's like normal, whatever. So she kind of convinces this one guy to help her, which is the main character. And I like their connection. The characters are funny. Anna's just like, she's like really like innocent at first, but then she turns into like a freaking yandere.
Yeah, well, in between and then.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call that like
starts going after a character, then becomes a yandere.
There's a certain scene, I think in episode 4 or 5. Try to remember.
I think so.
She goes into his bedroom.
Oh yeah, that was episode 4, man.
That is definitely.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really funny.
Yeah, and it made you laugh, and that's what it kind of.
I'm still waiting for the broadcast though. They should have done it when they done what like Gangsta and all the other animes. They should have done a broadcast though.
It was a really good show. I like it.
So for mine, would have to be Sakura Co's Investigation, because I really loved the animation and the story was really well developed and the characters were really, really well developed as well, and also like the crazy stories with all this investigation stuff, especially by the end. The end was really crazy. Like
you said it hit the feels, right?
Yeah, it really hit the feels, but I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah. But it got really crazy at the end, but in the middle it got a little bit. It almost got me a little bit bored, but it really got me into it by the end of the investigation.
Yeah, because it was like the same thing going on, like different case and stuff.
It was like that.
Like towards the end, there was some progression between the two characters, right?
Yeah.
That's why, that would make sense. Yeah.
But overall, as a whole, Sakura Co's Investigation is really well out developed and really fun to watch, and I would recommend it to anybody.
Yeah.
So coming at number 3.
Well, before I do, since we already talked about the two series, Danmachi and Sakura's Investigation, we have to talk about who is your favorite female of 2015.
Ooh, favorite girl 2015. Ooh, that's really hard to say.
Well, I think you had a choice. Ooh, I don't know if it was.
It was hard between Sakura
and or Hestia.
or Hestia. What do you have to say?
I say Hestia.
I would say Hestia.
Yeah, because Hestia is
Bestia.
I know, right?
No. At number 3, yours is
Roka of the Six Braves.
And mine is Saikano. Now, okay, so Saikano, it came out in the winter of 2015, and it's a pretty well out story about this guy who wants to create a visual novel, and he has like 4 other girls with him to like make the game. Like one of them was the character developer, like a great drawer. The other one was the voice actor of the best girl.
Yeah.
The other one was the one that wrote the whole thing because she was an famous author, and the other one is his cousin that does the music for it.
Oh,
But she doesn't come in until like the end
They're
of the
all
season.
girls with him or something?
Yeah.
So it's like a harem?
Yeah.
Oh.
It really brings out the shipping when they're trying to figure out who to ship with. Like, it's pretty confusing.
Isn't like the icon girl, like that blonde girl, whatever, with the ponytails or something?
Yeah. Her.
Is her name Saikano?
No. There's no female named Saikano. It's basically how to raise a boring girlfriend.
Oh.
That's what it means. But it's a really fun story, and I would recommend it to anybody. Actually, season 2 is coming out next year, which I'm pretty pissed off because it was supposed to come out next month. I heard of it, but it's going to come out in October 2016. And I'm like, why would you delay it more? But oh well. So your number 3 is
I really like this show, man. Roka, the animation was probably one of the reasons why the story was so good. Like there was so much conflict with the characters, and it's kind of really a long story to tell. But there's basically like these 6 heroes, right? And by coincidence, they count 7 heroes, so they have to figure out, who's the traitor.
Ooh.
And it covers the entire season, the first season, but the way they did it was so epic. And everyone who has the time to go through all this, watches every episode and learns, about each character, they'll kind of like it. And it's just the way that they made it was just so interesting. And like I said, the characters were really good. The animation was really good, and I really did like the fighting sequences in this one. And yeah, pretty much it. It was a really good show. I really liked it.
All right. Number 2 for me, it used to be number 1 until the other anime beat it out. Dominici, and yours is
Sakura's Investigation.
All right, so we already kind of talked about those, but I wanted to talk about how to pick up a girl in a dungeon. I will have to say it had a really good mix of like Skyrim mixed with anime, and Hestia being the best girl, it was pretty hilarious. And with the whole storyline and with the whole progression with getting weapons and trying to pick up a girl in the dungeon, that basic stuff, and comedy, it was pretty funny and really well animated. I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah.
And
it left off at a good place, though.
Yeah, it really left off at a good place.
Just to mention, Hestia is the reason why we like Hestia so much is that
she's funny.
She's funny. Not only is she funny, she's a badass because I don't want to spoil it, but she's basically a god.
Goddess,
yeah. And in one of the episodes, she demonstrates her power, and she becomes her badass mode turns on, and like everybody that's surrounding her gets really frightened and scared, and that's like the whole reason why we like Hestia. She's like the center stone of the whole show. So
Yeah. So your number two was Sakura
yeah,
investigation.
Sakura is basically the same thing you said. I mean, I would have chosen Sakura if Hestia wasn't, in Danmachi of this year.
Mm-hmm.
But we do get to see a picture of, or no, we do get. Well, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but
Nah, it's not really a spoiler. Go ahead.
yeah, you probably know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, laugh away, laugh away.
Okay, so 2 times we get to see her butt, and we
We get the main character.
yeah, we get the main character actually sneaking up on her, and like she takes a sneak at her butt, and then you can kind of see her butt again at the end credits. I thought that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Hopefully they make a season 2 with this.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff that they could talk about, especially with the end, which I'm not going to spoil.
Yeah, I don't.
Or we're going to spoil, but yeah. So before we get to our number one, let's talk about our honorable mentions. So at number one, so who wants to, you want to start out? Or?
It didn't matter. I can start out.
Okay, your number one.
My number one was Prison School, and the reason why I chose Prison School is because I have never seen an anime that made me laugh so much. I feel like, you know how their reactions were?
Yes.
Like, I think the most notable scene was when I forget I'm terrible with names, but Gakuo, I think that's his name.
Gakugo, yeah.
Yeah, him and the other guy with the long hair, they're taking a shower, and the blonde dude
Oh, that was that was nasty.
That was nasty, but that was probably one of the well-made, like, that was just made for you to laugh at. That was hilarious. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The animation was good, and forget what's her name.
Hana, Mari,
No, not her.
Miko,
The other one. The
Chio,
horrible.
Anzu.
Hmm.
Anzu.
No, like
Chio.
the one that always tortures that guy.
Miko?
Yeah, Miko.
Yeah, she's really hilarious.
Yeah, she's probably like the idol of the show, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that. Like, she's really, really funny. Like,
Yeah.
well, not really funny, but you know how she does, like, how serious she does, and
Yeah.
how how she gets. But
Yeah, it's a good show. I like it.
okay, so for my number one would have to be Anti-Magic 35th Platoon. The reason why is because I really loved the animation, and it was really funny. Gave me a lot of laughs this season, and with the characters, and with the lollipop girl, forgot her name. Freaking bad with names.
Oh, yeah.
And Lapis, Lapis is really
Yeah,
really
Lapis,
funny.
yeah.
And with that, them going into the more of the idea of magic being banned, and they're hunting down witches, and they have all this it's like high technology and stuff.
He gets like a freaking suit.
Yeah, he gets like a huge power up in like
Yeah,
episode 3 or 2 or somewhere around there.
somewhere like
That's
that.
when Lapis comes around,
Yeah,
and
second best character.
yeah, second best. And all I have to say is I can't wait for a season 2 if they ever do a season 2. So
Most of the shows that we put in our top 10 list, we can't wait for a season 2.
yeah, hopefully. Well, Food Wars is already getting announced for season 2,
Oh, yeah.
and Assassination Classroom is getting a season 2.
Something like maybe Don Machi or Sakura's Investigation. Prison
Shimonetta,
School.
all those shows. Sakura's already getting a second season. One Punch Man, the author said he was working really hard to get a season 2.
Yeah.
And also on your list, I'm gonna try to watch Rocco's Six Braves.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting, and
Dude,
also
it's really
Techi
good.
Sensing.
Techi Sensing, that's really good too. I don't know if they're gonna make a second season. Oh well, they might. I don't know.
I would recommend Saikano too. It's pretty. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I'll
cool
probably
series.
check that out.
It's on Crunchyroll.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's basically it, our top 10. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, everyone. And that's it from us.
Don't forget to like Hestia.
All right, later, everyone.
Is somebody let you in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Some ladies over there in the next room.
Who let you? What for?
We gotta record. For,
Oh, okay.
they'll tell you that we're.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Okay. So what was it? What was I gonna say? The animation. The well done. Man, I almost freaking forgot.
You were comparing
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna do. Yeah. Notification.